Okay, good morning to everyone. Today we'll be presenting our financial scams and behavioral finance topic. So our group member consists of me, Daniel, we have Alvin, Kai Xian, and Chu Rui. So the scams that we will be pressing on today is Ponzi schemes. So Ponzi schemes is actually an investment fraud that pays existing investors with funds collected from new investors. And the scheme organizers, they often promise to the investors that they will invest their money and generate high returns to them with little or no risk. But in many cases, instead of investing their money, the fraudster will use their money to pay those who invested earlier, and they also may keep some money for themselves. And the Ponzi schemes, it requires a constant flow of new money as they have no legitimate earnings. And when it becomes hard to recruit new members or that large numbers of investors cash out, these schemes then tends to collapse. And we'll have a video illustration to show what the Ponzi schemes works like. I'm okay with investment portfolio. See last time I invest in this stock, then my portfolio now going down. I put quite some money in it. So it's so bad lah. The market not doing well also. So I might pull out and then maybe I find something else to invest on. You got any suggestion or not?
Yesterday my friend texted me he has one very good opportunity and let me show you. He said you just need to put some money and then you can get a double return and then it's very low risk. So he said you definitely can make the money.
Well, low risk somewhat.
Yeah.
It sounds too good to be true. Or is there some kind of scam?
Let me show you some information about this first.
Okay.
Borrow your laptop. Sorry. Yeah, this one you can see.
So this looks like a proper and legit website.
Yeah,
It's very well developed like that.
it says 100% legal and then you can also see they have a lot of people make so much return from this investment. So I think this.
Yeah, they are showing their returns of 80% return.
Yeah.
70 also go. But how high is the risk for this?
They say that risk he says there is a very lower risk. So you definitely can make the money.
Oh, this looks very attractive.
So don't worry the losers.
Yeah, this looks very attractive. Low risk, high return some more.
Yeah.
So if I want to join this one, how?
So don't worry, if you have any problem and you want to join, so last time we can meet my friend.
Oh, your friend is working inside here?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I think you can contact your friend. I'll be.
Okay, next time
book a time.
I'll call you later.
Yeah, okay.
3 days later.
Hello.
Hi, Alvin. This is Daniel. Last time he asked he had very interested in your investment.
So you're Daniel. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Action. So last week I heard Julie say that you are interested in my investment.
Yes, I'm interested. So can you explain to me more about investment?
So I'm gonna slightly brief you again.
Yeah, okay, sure.
So currently I am managing a mutual fund called the CHS Fund. So it's a fund that managed by the Malaysia Best Investment Company.
Okay.
So far they have many people already invested in this fund.
So this one is what you're investing, like stocks or
Yeah, stock, debt, something like that. Yeah.
okay.
Now, come the best part is that this fund you can get a 80% return in just 3 months only.
Really low. Well, that is quite high. So what's the minimum investment capital I need?
Like 10k RM.
10k.
Yeah.
Then you say 3 months can get 80%. Is there any way I can get my capital back faster?
First, you can call more people to invest to this fund. Then you can get more return from it.
So it's like I get downline.
Yeah,
So how I earn from them
Each people you can get 3% from their profit.
for every month?
Yeah, for every month.
So whatever they earn, then I get 3% every month.
Yes.
Then additionally, I get my own return 80% also.
Yes.
So is this 80% return monthly is guaranteed?
It depends on the stock market, but mostly you can gain 60% return every month.
Okay. Then how about the risk exposure? How high is my risk?
It's quite low because it's managed by the Malaysia Best Investment Company.
Okay, sounds interesting.
So, do you have any question?
Well, so far, no.
Okay. So you're interested in this one?
Okay, I'll think about it and then yeah, maybe you can try. So I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Wait, on the platform cannot log in. Hello, Troy.
Yes, Daniel also.
Wait, my platform cannot log in. Actually, yeah, you check from your side, see you can log in or not.
Okay, I check first.
You let me know soon.
Okay.
Okay, right. Action.
Shit, what also cannot be. Let me check,
The number you have dialed has been changed.
Shit. Hey, Daniel, I cannot call Alvin. I think he blocked our phone number.
Yeah, just now I tried reach him also cannot reach him. I think he also blocked me. Then how is our money now? Our platform also cannot log in.
Oh my god, I think we got scammed now.
Oh shit. Then I think we better go make police report.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so that's for our video illustrations, and from there we can identify few biases involved in the Ponzi scheme. So first is the representative heuristics. So representative refers to the cognitive bias that people have when they make decisions or judgment based on stereotypes or similarity. So this applies to the investors in Ponzi schemes as they assume the existence of influential figures or the success of other people who have already profited from these schemes as a rule of thumb that the investment is safe to join. And this existence is often used by the scheme organizers as a stereotype to attract the investors. And the scheme organizers also take advantage of the similarity between investors. When people have a sense of familiarity with someone else, they are more likely to lower down their guardedness and more willing to invest their money with them. And the scheme organizers tend to utilize these bias and prey upon members of identifiable groups. It can be from racial, religions, or ethnic communities, all the way up to professional groups. And the representative heuristic can be best explained by the case of Bernard Madoff, which is the mastermind of the largest Ponzi schemes in history. So let's have a look how he utilized this bias. So first is his reputation and background. So he's actually a religiously devout, friendly, and also well-respected person by the investors from Wall Street. He has his own investment companies, and he was also the former director of Nasdaq. So it is his well-respected reputation and background that make him the perfect representative of a successful and trustworthy investors, and he resembled a prototype of legitimate financial experts. Secondly is the exclusivity of his investment schemes. So he built close relationship with wealthy and influential businessmen in New York and Florida. He then signed them as investors, paid them high returns, and used their positive recommendation to attract more investors. So he presented his financial schemes as a proprietary and exclusive plan that not everyone from the public can be invested in his funds. And this became a mark of prestige for those who have invested and became an investor under his fund. So the exclusivity added to the perception that his scheme was representative of a successful investment that was not available to the general public. And thirdly, it's social proof. So as time goes by, his scheme gained popularity among high net worth individuals, charities, and also celebrities. And the fact that well-known and successful individuals have invested with him acted as a social proof. It then further reinforced these representative heuristics. So people believe that if wealthy and influential individuals are willing to invest with him, then his scheme must be a legitimate and profitable opportunity for them. So this is how representative applies in Ponzi schemes. And next we'll have Alvin to continue.
Thank you, Dennis. So, greed is a powerful emotional bias that drive both Ponzi scam operators and victims. So in reality, there are some kind of people who save and invest money, want their money to grow in a leaps and bounce in a short time of period. Mostly this kind of people will be targeted by the scammers. So in order to attract them, the scammer will promise a high return for them that they can gain in a short period. Thus, these promises will tap into people's desire for financial gain without putting in much effort or time, and leads people to ignore the warning signs. Moving forward with the fear of missing out. So fear of missing out is a psychological phenomenon characterized by a strong desire to be part or participate in something, which often driven by the fear that others are enjoying a rewarding experience while we are not. So Ponzi scammer often exploit this fear by creating a sense of urgency and exclusivity. For example, they may tell the potential investor that there is a limited time to join, or that there is only a few will be selected to the investment opportunity. So this is a real life example of fear of missing out, which had happened during the MCO. During that time, the crypto price is skyrocketing, and this momentum has created an opportunity for the scammers. So the scammer will create some advertisement in the social platform or create a website to attract them and scam them. Besides, emotional bias related to trust will come into the play. Trust can be defined as the willingness of a party to be vulnerable to the action of another party based on the expectation that the other will perform a particular action according to the trusted. So it can also be described as the intention to accept vulnerability based on a positive expected outcome. So Ponzi scammer often build trust with the investor, who then spread the word to the family or friends. So people are more likely to invest into something that they are recommended by their friends or family. Thus, they will not question the motive or action of the scammer and will place the fund in the care of scammer without any hesitation. So the last will be overconfidence. So overconfidence is a cognitive bias that involves an individual having excessive confidence in their own ability, judgment, or beliefs. It has manifested in various aspects of life, including decision making, problem solving, and self-assessment. So there is some investors usually believe that their knowledge is better than the others, and their prediction is precise than the others. Testers overconfident will make them more vulnerable to the Ponzi scam as they believe that they can beat the odds. Thank you. So now pass to Kaisi.
Okay, now I'm going to talk about how the government can help the public to prevent Ponzi scheme. Ponzi scheme often leverage social connections and recommendations from trusted individuals to attract new investors. The representative heuristics comes into play when potential investors see others, especially those they trust, gaining profit from the scheme. They use this information to judge the scheme legitimacy and base their decision to invest. According to Amor, education is the most important prevention strategy to fight Ponzi scheme. Bank Negara Malaysia, Securities Commission Malaysia, and Royal Malaysia Police can implement various education and awareness programs to the public. For example, Bank Negara Malaysia and Securities Commission Malaysia can provide consumer alerts and updates such as a list of illegally operating investment scheme, including Ponzi scheme, on their website. The financial consumer alerts such listing down the company which are not regulated by Bank Negara Malaysia and announcing a list of unauthorized website, investment product, and illegal companies for public to refer to. Besides that, Royal Police also plays an important role in preventing Ponzi scheme. Royal Police can communicate and educate people through the media not to be easily deceived by Ponzi scheme. The police can also use social media to educate the people not on the danger of the Ponzi scheme. Through Facebook, regular warnings are posted using various infographic posters to ease of understanding. It is to remind the public do not believe easily to those get rich quickly schemes. Finally, conduct public awareness campaign explaining the concept of Ponzi scheme, how they operate, and the red flag associated with them. Educate the public about the risk of relying on representative heuristics and encourage critical thinking and due diligence before making investment decisions. Thank you.
Hi everyone, so now I will be discussing with you about the solution for the personnel to avoid Ponzi scheme. So the first one is take your time. So based on the previous discussion about the emotional finance, the Ponzi scheme often tell the investor there's a limited time to join, or they only have select few have access to the investment opportunity. So then they will say this investment is very complicated, so the investor can even figure out. So in this moment, what we can do is don't be pressured and rush into buying an investment before you have a chance to think about and investigate this opportunity, because the former will make the investor scared of missing this opportunity the others benefiting from. But the truth is that doesn't mean you too. So the next solution is do homework. So no matter how trustworthy the person who brings an investment to your attention may seem, it is important to conduct a full inspection. Why? Because Ponzi scheme will approach you to commit fraud through the people you trust around you, like your parents and friends. So it's therefore important that we thoroughly investigate the investment and check its authenticity, as the person who told you about the investment may have been duped into believing that the investment is legal, but the truth it was not. So don't rely on your friends or parents or public at large to make your investment decision for you. So the next one is avoid high return and risk-free investment. Risk can make it very easy for people to be attracted to the investment that promises of fast and high return with little or no risk. So therefore, we need to be extra worried of any investment that claims to be risk-free, because there is very few investments are risk-free. The higher the potential, The higher the potential return on an investment, the greater your risk of losing money. Furthermore, the investor must self-regulate by becoming more aware of commercial flow and learn to be more protective. We need to become knowledgeable and recognize the sign of red flags of investment flow, such as the guaranteed high return with little risk, once is a lifetime deals, pressure to buy quickly, and overly stable returns. The last solution is diversify. Limit investment in one security to a small fraction of your wealth to avoid failure. Diversify your portfolio across the assets classes, industry, and region to reduce the risk to losing all of your money to a single flow scheme. That's all our group presentation. Thank you.